Hi, thanks for joining me. Well, here we are, Tuesday the 31st of January 2019. 2020 is just around the corner and it's very much a Pisces new year. The moon is in Pisces now and she stays there until 8 p.m. Pacific tomorrow, New Year's Day, or New Year's night, I suppose it is by then, on the west side of the States and Canada. 11 p.m. east side and 4 a.m. on the 2nd of January here in UK. So very much a Pisces time at the moment, and that Aries moon is on her way, of course, and it's the applying aspects, what's coming towards us, that really makes a difference. So we should be aware of the Aries influence. First quarter is coming up on the 3rd of January, so not long. That's 4:45 a.m. in UK time, actually late on the 2nd of January in the States and Canada. Right now the moon is 24.8% full. Now, it's not too bad a time for launching things and for new ideas to be coming into being, but the moon really gets her boots on when she's over 50% full, so look out for that one. That's going to be 8:45 p.m. on the 2nd Pacific, 11:45 p.m, quarter to midnight on the east side on the 2nd, and I'll say it again, 4:45 a.m. here in UK on the 3rd. So where are we today? How do things stack up today is what really matters. What we're heading towards is always important, but these are the aspects we've either got now or applying and coming in. Sun is sextile Neptune at the moment, brilliant for spiritual reflection. It's an artistic kind of time, a creative kind of time, particularly around anything to do with leadership, and of course that can be leadership of yourself and your own life. So it's up to you how you feel about that, but a really good time spiritually speaking anyway, with the Sun's sextile Neptune, because that is kind of the boss of the influences, if you will. Excuse me. The moon is sextile the Sun at the moment, so harmony, balance, opportunity, a great time for decision making actually. Well, is it really? Because it's a holiday time. I don't know about making decisions about the workplace at the moment, although inspiration could be quite strong for that. It really could, but let's see what happens when we actually get back into the swing of things, which won't be long now. Mercury is conjunct Jupiter right now, so educational things are coming into our thoughts. Religious matters come into conversation. Travel, transport, that kind of thing tends to make the news. Now, whenever Mercury is involved in the picture, we do need to be thinking about kind of possible glitches and problems with travel and transport, but well, maybe you're watching Kim. Actually, Kim flew to the States last night, and as far as I know, has made it to San Francisco, which was pretty good journey. If you can make it to San Francisco under these conditions, it's going to be okay. Let's face it. So anyway, voluntary actions. Actually, that is something that comes up at the moment, and that could be slightly confusing with Mercury conjunct Jupiter, but Jupiter is all about kind of gifts and guidance and that kind of thing. The angel Jophiel is associated with Jupiter, and she is the angel very much of kind of gifts and giving, and things generally being lit up and illuminated, so really quite positive. I mean, Mercury isn't always a negative thing, but just do look out for things around transport, okay? It could be tricky, but generally speaking, time of learning, openings, improvements, generous actions as well. Think of that gifts and giving thing. And it is a festive time after all, is it not? Venus void in Aquarius. Strong emotions tend to be the driving factors behind things. Some might take risks. Love and sex becomes compulsive, which kind of goes with people taking risks generally, doesn't it? So, emotional things, cultural things coming to the fore, pretty much as we saw with Mercury conjuncting Jupiter there. Let's go as far as Mars. Individual actions stimulate progressive movement or panic, it says. Yeah, very close to Venus being void in Aquarius, that as well. And, Mars, whenever it's void in something, it's not necessarily a negative alignment, but it's not necessarily a positive alignment either. Things can get difficult around that. I've dropped my mouse, excuse me. Right, give me a mouse that doesn't fall on the floor and I'll be a very happy man indeed. Okay, yeah, Mars void in Scorpio. Well, sometimes people need to fight it out. If that's you, sort of try and be generous and try and not be too aggressive, I guess, because that would mean kind of falling for the whole Mars thing. And it's never good to fall for it, It's always better to put it into something constructive, some kind of positive positive direction of a project will really make the best of anything that Mars is up to, whatever's going on. Jupiter sextile Neptune, spiritual optimism, idealism, high hopes. So there are, there is a positive side. There are two sides to everything, two sides to every day, and you see, there's always a balance going on. That is the main thing. And everything that we're looking at that's on its way to being happening and coming into being in 2020 is all really going to be about balance. I've been saying this quite a lot in readings lately to people. As we go into 2020, I can't remember what I was going to say. Isn't that typical? Never mind. Okay, I think we'll call it a day there. Thanks very much for watching. Happy New Year to you. And just remember that balance thing. What goes up must come down. And that includes kind of moods, temperaments, as well as anything in the physical world, in the physical way of being. So I'll be along again tomorrow with some more, I think. Can't really miss New Year's Day, can I? That would be no good. So have a fantastic day today. Whatever you're doing in terms of celebration, or even if you're just keeping your head down, I hope you have a good time of it. It tends to be a holiday for most people at this time. If you're working, God bless you, of course. But I hope, you have a really fruitful time of it as we go into the new year. Thanks again for watching. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss anything. Whatever you do, leave me a comment. It's always good to share the journey. And big thanks to everyone who has been doing that. Patty, Jay, Eilena and Mimi. Eilena and Mimi, I think you've been with me about 3 years now. How time flies. But everyone who leaves a comment, it's always appreciated. And I hope you're home and dry now, Kim. Okay, all the best then. Have a good new year, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.